4 a.m. fam. We have so much to talk about. We have got to talk about Musk. Holy shit. We have got to talk about, is the White House using AI? Video. Was he really at the soiree yesterday? What about it? Oh my gosh. I'm going to be making a couple videos today, so please be sure to check back. But first off, right off the bat, I've decided to host an impromptu emergency light circle tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow, Friday, June 6th, 11 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. We have got to get together. I will tell you more about that at the end of this video. I might even make a separate video. I don't know. It's called Crossing the Manifestation Threshold. That is what Spirit wanted me to call it today. You can get your ticks. If you can't attend live, I will send you the recording. Okay, so this video is going to be about the Orange Man himself. Where is he? Was that really him that we saw? And if not, what the hell are all the psychics getting? That's why this video is going to be about discernment. We cannot talk about it enough. It is such an important topic, but it's also really helpful for people as they are developing their intuitive abilities and as they're learning who to trust, both in intuitive circles and out there in the world with what's going on, because there is a whole lot of fuckery going on right now. Now, as amped and excited as I am, worked up about everything going on, in this video, we're going to take a step back. We're going to calm down. We're going to get grounded. Only adults in the room on this conversation. If you've been following along to me and all the other intuitives in the 4 a.m. club, you'll know we've gotten a lot of very interesting messages about what may be going on with him, with the White House, with his health, yada yada. Many of us have received, myself included, intuitive information that is alluding to the fact that something may have happened to him or will yet happen to him, and his staffers, his administration, the team will use some kind of trickery to cover it up for as long as they can. Now, in light of this very delicate information, this is a lot, okay? It's a lot. And it could be very easy for us to just skyrocket off into some very weird and unbalanced territory. But we're not going to do that because that is not what we do here. What we do here is we hold a space of balance. We use our discernment. We feel into something. We rest on it. We give it time. We hold back and we wait. I know it is very tempting to want all the answers. And many people come to psychics like myself because they want all the answers and they think I'm going to give them all the answers. But what they don't understand about working with Spirit is Spirit does not give us all the answers. That is not how it works. At least half of this is on us. We have to feel our way through it. We have to use our discernment. We have to reach into our heart. What do we feel? What feels true? What feels right? And then we have to wait and see. At the end of the day, being intuitive, being on a spiritual path, it is so, so important to get uncomfortable with not knowing. It's important to be uncomfortable with being uncomfortable. Because when we're not uncomfortable and we rush and we push and we jump to conclusions and we get carried away, we're going to make a heap of mess, a big old trouble. Wait, a heap of trouble, a big old mess for ourselves on this path. But knowing that we're not always going to know is actually very comforting to me because I am in no rush to know it all right now. I am perfectly okay. And I, in fact, am very much in my power when I say, I don't know right now. I'm not sure. I need some space. I need some time. And I need more information before I'm going to firmly come to a conclusion. Now, it may seem like I'm popping off here with all kinds of wild theories, but what you don't know and what you don't see is how much time I spend sitting with things before I bring them out. What you will have noticed is that I always delineate between this is a message from Spirit and this is from the mind of Gia. This is just what I as a human think. It's very important to keep them separated because as much fun as it is to speculate, and it is fun, I speculate, it's a grand time. It's also important to not rush to the outcome and to wait and to be shown. As much as it doesn't feel like we have all the time in the world, we do have all the time in the world. We will wait. We will see. And guess what else? This is resistance. This is resistance in action. The other team wants to scare us, wants us to believe very specific things, wants to push us either into a frenzy or into complacency, trusting everything they say and everything they do. But on a spiritual path, we know we trust our gut first. And when we trust our gut, we don't always have the knowing of what all the information is. So if we feel that something's off, we say, I'm going to hold up. I'm going to step back. Something about what they're telling me doesn't feel right, and I'm just going to wait. I'm not going to get carried away into a frenzy one way or the other. I'm going to wait. Now, if you watched my video from yesterday, if you watched it all the way to the end, or at least past the dove part, you will know that this is what I did and this is what I modeled. So side note, if anyone's coming in here saying, you saw it happen and then we saw him. No, I didn't. Did you watch the whole video? Did you listen to all the words? I did keep the early part of the video when I was seeing the dove, when I was getting the chills, when I was so excited in the moment. And then I came back to the video and I said, okay, I've had some time to sit with this and here's what I'm going to do. And that is the way, this is the way, I try to model living in a psychic body as best as I can, because there are moments of incredible highs and knowings and breakthroughs. And then we come back down into the physical world and we're not sure. And the physical reality might contradict what we've just received. And it is very confusing. So that is the beauty of knowing that we have all the time in the world. And we will wait. And we will sit back and we will ask to be shown more. And with patience, with wisdom, and with knowing, we will be shown more. So in the interest of that, I will walk you through my experience of yesterday. There were reports that we hadn't seen him in several days. And yet, people also said from the White House, from his administration, oh, he was on the phone with Putin. Was he? We don't know. They didn't provide any evidence other than telling us he was. Okay, put that in our back pocket. Then, at some point, I'm not sure which day, a video was released apparently of him in the Oval Office saying that he's announcing new travel bans. Now, this is why discernment is so important, because even if we don't fully know what's going on, we can feel when something is off. How many of you saw that video and thought, this doesn't feel right? He's not talking like himself. He's not acting like himself. This feels like AI. I had that reaction to it too. So I ran it through a deep fake scanner. And yeah, AI was detected. Do I have any more information other than that? No, I don't. So I'm not going to run crazy with, what is the White House doing? We can't trust me. I'm not going to go anywhere with it other than that. It didn't feel right. The scanner says AI was detected. Put that in the pocket. Wait. So then, last night, apparently he was going to appear at the summer soiree on the White House lawn. And I'd said to a friend, watch how far away they're going to put him. And sure enough, he was on the balcony while the audience was supposedly on the lawn below. That's weird. That's sus. But okay, put it in the pocket. Then I did see a close-up video of that. And again, my spidey senses were tingling. It felt off. He didn't sound like him in terms of cadence, the way he's talking. He kind of didn't look like him, but I don't know. That's hard to say. But the thing that tipped it off for me is whoever that was reading papers. Trump does not read. And I have seen other comments of people saying it felt pre-recorded. The audience responses felt off and out of sync with what was said. Someone else was speculating that it was an older video because he referenced Easter, which Easter was now, 2 months ago. So all of these things are triggering our spidey senses, and we can use discernment to feel what feels true or not. Now, all of this is incredibly important in the age of AI, in the age of deepfakes. These are life skills we need to develop. So to me, there is nothing extreme or conspiracy theoristist in me looking at all these events and using my discernment to say, this feels off, and I am not ready to trust it. I am not ready to believe it. Now, on the other side of things, I am also not spinning off in the other direction saying he's dead, they're covering it up, because I don't have enough information on that yet. All I'm doing in this space right now is saying, I've received a spiritual confirmation that something is off. I am looking at the evidence they are giving us to prove that nothing is off, and it still feels off. I am choosing to trust my gut, and I am waiting for more information. Now, of course, with all of my content here in the 4 a.m. Club, we are doing radical discernment, and you do not have to believe me. I'm not telling you what to believe. I'm walking you through my process, how I experienced yesterday and all that information and things that came to me. It is now your responsibility to use your discernment. What do you think? What do you feel? How does this look to you? No matter what you decide about all this, it's pretty intense out there. And I have a strong feeling it's going to get even crazier. So taking the time to stop, be slow, be discerning about all of this stuff is going to serve you. And it's going to keep you out of the chaos and indecisiveness and the fear and the anxiety and the wondering. And discernment is also how we keep ourselves from spiraling into spiritual psychosis. Just because something feels off does not mean we need to go tumbling headfirst into a theory. We are slow. Discernment is not fast. It says, I'm going to pump the brakes and I'm going to hold off until I have more information and until I feel more settled about what is presenting. Okay, so this video is longer than intended and I'm gonna make more. It's a big day. Check back as I make very specific videos about Elon Musk and about this light circle. We've got work to do, fam, and it's good work. It's good work. So we'll see you soon.